Have you ever stopped to think about what's actually in your favorite snacks and drinks? Every bite and sip could carry unexpected risks. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. And even Elon Musk has criticized certain popular beverages, deeming them unfit for human consumption. He warns that once you discover how some of these items are made, you may never touch them again. Many of us trust that what we consume is harmless, but that trust might be misplaced. So, what exactly are these products, and how are they made? Instant noodles. Instant noodles are the ultimate quick fix, convenient, affordable, and calorie-dense. Fun fact, they were created after World War II to help combat starvation in Japan. While they're easy to prepare and pack around 300 to 500 calories per serving, they fall short nutritionally. Instant noodles are far from a complete meal, lacking sufficient protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Eating them occasionally isn't harmful, especially if you pair them with nutritious add-ons like vegetables, eggs, or meat. However, relying on them as a staple could lead to dietary imbalances. Coca-Cola. An ice-cold soda might feel like the perfect reward after a tough day, but that refreshing sip comes with health concerns. Studies consistently link sugary sodas to weight gain, largely because of their high fructose content. Unlike solid foods, sodas don't trigger hormones that signal fullness, so you're likely to consume more than intended. Fructose also contributes to visceral belly fat, which can increase risks for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and even certain cancers. And let's not forget, sugar can be highly addictive, activating the same brain pathways as drugs, and still reaching for that soda? Beer lovers, brace yourselves. This one's a bit unsettling. Some beers contain an ingredient called isinglass, a gelatin-like substance derived from the swim bladders of fish. It's used to clarify beer and give it that bright, appealing look. While isinglass doesn't alter the flavor or smell, it's enough to make vegetarians and fish-averse drinkers think twice. Fortunately, many brewers are exploring alternatives, but the idea of fish-derived additives in your beer might still leave a bad taste. Orange juice. Oranges aren't available year-round, so how is orange juice always on the shelves? The answer lies in something called flavor packs. According to author Alyssa Hamilton, flavor packs are chemically engineered blends created by the same companies that make perfumes. These packs are added to juice to recreate its flavor after oxygen is removed during processing. While they make orange juice shelf-stable, they also mean that the freshly squeezed flavor is far from natural. Marshmallows and Jell-O. Classic childhood treats like marshmallows and Jell-O owe their signature texture to one key ingredient: gelatin. Originally made from the marshmallow plant, modern marshmallows now use gelatin, corn syrup, and sugar. Gelatin itself is derived from animal hides and bones, which are boiled, treated with chemicals, and processed to extract collagen. This is then dried and ground into the familiar powder we know. While it's a myth that gelatin comes from hooves, the reality of its production might still make you think twice. Worcestershire sauce. A beloved kitchen staple, Worcestershire sauce might lose its appeal if you're not a fan of fish. Lee & Perrins, the brand behind the original recipe, has been crafting it since the 1830s, according to Huffington Post. While the sauce contains ingredients like onions, molasses, and seasonings, the star component is anchovies, but not just any anchovies. These are fermented in vinegar for about 18 months. Yes, you read that right. Legend has it that when chemists Lee and Perrins first experimented with the recipe, their initial batch was so bad they stashed it in a cellar to forget about it. Months later, curiosity led them to taste it, and to their surprise, it had turned into something delicious. Still, knowing the sauce's main ingredient involves fish fermented for over a year and a half might make you look twice at that bottle. Shredded cheese and Parmesan. When you buy shredded cheddar or grated Parmesan, have you ever wondered what's inside? Convenience comes at a cost. Those packages often contain cellulose, a plant fiber derived from wood pulp. Bon Appetit explains this is added to prevent clumping, and while cellulose is perfectly safe, it means you're not getting pure cheese. Even products labeled 100% real Parmesan can fall short. For example, Castle Cheese faced a $500,000 fine for mislabeling, adding cellulose and cheddar to their Parmesan without disclosure. Cheese production. Cheese lovers, brace yourselves. Something is surprising about how most cheese is made. To turn milk into curd, cheesemakers use rennet, an enzyme found in the stomach lining of nursing calves, lambs, or goats. According to the Spruce Eats, while animals aren't slaughtered solely for rennet, they are typically harvested during meat production to make full use of the animal. Vegetarian and genetically engineered rennet alternatives exist, but the FDA doesn't require producers to disclose which type is used. So next time you enjoy cheese and crackers, you might pause to think about what went into making that creamy delight. Jelly beans. Jelly beans are a sweet treat loved by many, but have you ever considered their shiny coating? That gloss comes from shellac, a substance also used for polishing furniture. According to Mental Floss, shellac is derived from the female lac bug, which secretes resin after feeding on tree sap. This resin is collected, processed, and used in everything from confectioner's glazes to hardwood finishes. If you see E904 on a label, you're eating bug-derived shellac. It's not just jelly beans. Other candies often use it too. Sweet or not, it's food for thought. Packaged bread. Ever wondered why store-bought bread stays mold-free for so long? The secret is L-cysteine, a natural compound often sourced from human hair, pig bristles, or duck feathers. Hair salons in China collect clippings, which are dissolved in acid to extract L-cysteine and then sent to commercial bakeries. While effective, it's enough to make you reconsider store-bought loaves. If this revelation gives you pause, consider buying fresh bread from a bakery and slicing it yourself. Does this change how you feel about your sandwich? Caesar salad. The secret to Caesar salad's bold, tangy flavor? Anchovies. That creamy dressing often contains Worcestershire sauce or anchovy paste as key ingredients. Kraft even warns consumers about fish allergens in their Caesar dressing. Classic recipes, such as those from Martha Stewart or the New York Times, call for anchovy fillets or minced anchovies to deliver that signature taste. Love it or not, anchovies are what makes Caesar salads so distinctively delicious. Enhanced chicken and beef. If you've ever bought meat labeled as enhanced or brined, you might want to reconsider. According to Premier Foods Group, this refers to meat injected with a saltwater solution to improve freshness and juiciness. However, this process can inflate meat weight by up to 30%, costing consumers billions annually. Even worse, a 100-gram serving of enhanced beef can contain up to 1,800 milligrams of sodium, nearly the daily limit. So that seemingly juicy steak may not be the best choice for your health or wallet. Always check labels to know what you're buying. Packaged meat. When you're grabbing ground beef for taco night, you might not realize it could have been treated with carbon monoxide. This gas, harmless in small doses, helps meat maintain its bright red color, the one we associate with freshness, even if it's spoiled. This clever trick, called modified atmosphere packaging, can make old meat look deceptively fresh. A study by the Laboratory of Food Quality and Food Safety in Algeria revealed that gases like carbon dioxide and nitrogen, often used in this process, encourage the growth of spoilage bacteria, affecting both the taste and texture of the meat. Interestingly, carbon monoxide is banned in many countries, raising concerns about its use elsewhere. So how confident are you in the safety of your next taco night? Chewing gum. Love it or hate it, chewing gum has a secret ingredient that might change your view. The chewy texture comes from something called gum base, which often includes lanolin, a waxy substance derived from sheep's wool. Yes, you read that right. Lanolin, which waterproofs sheep's wool, is extracted after shearing and used in products like lotions, moisturizers, and even gum. While generally safe, swallowing large amounts of gum with lanolin could lead to lanolin oil poisoning. Plus, those sensitive to wool might experience allergic reactions. Next time you pop a piece of gum, you might want to chew on this fact.